What's up guys? Today we're going to learn how to roast a chicken that's juicy and full of flavor. If you never had a properly roasted chicken before, you're in for a treat. We're going to begin by spatchcocking our chicken. To do so, we need to remove the backbone. Use a good pair of kitchen shears to cut along the back of the spine. This is going to do two things. It helps the chicken cook more evenly and it speeds up the cooking time. I like to save the backbone in the freezer to make a chicken stock later on, or you can discard it. Now we're going to flip the bird over and place our hands over the breast. We're going to split the breastbone in two by pressing down firmly on the center of the breast until you hear a pop. That's the breastbone splitting in half, which is going to let the chicken lay flat. Next, we need to separate the skin from the meat. Gently slide your hand under the skin to loosen it. This is going to make space for our compound butter later on. Now it's time for the salt. A good rule of thumb is to use 1.5% of the chicken's overall weight in salt. That's equivalent to 2 1/8 teaspoon of diamond kosher salt per pound. Since the bird is 6 pounds, that's about 12 3/4 teaspoons or 4 1/4 tablespoons of diamond kosher salt. Different salts have different weights, so I'll leave a conversion chart down in the description below. Make sure to calculate how much salt you need depending on the salt you're using. We're only going to use half of our salt now and save the rest for our butter later on. Let the chicken rest uncovered in the fridge for at least 2 hours or overnight for the best results. This is going to act as a dry brine which will season the chicken and dry out the skin, letting it get extra crispy when we go to roast it. While our chicken is chillin', let's make our compound butter. We're going to use a handful of parsley, 6 sage leaves, 1 lemon, 6 sprigs of thyme, 4 cloves of garlic, and a 1-inch nub of ginger. Try to get at least 6 lemon slices out of the lemon. We're going to slide these under the skin to balance out our butter. Make sure to finely mince the garlic and ginger so you don't have to bite into any larger chunks later on. Now, pull the leaves off of 6 sprigs of thyme and layer on 6 leaves of sage. Finish it with a handful of parsley and we're going to fine chop all the herbs together. With our aromatics prepped, add 1 cup of softened butter to a bowl along with the garlic, ginger, herbs, the rest of the salt, and 1 tablespoon of ground black pepper. Give everything a stir until the butter is well combined. Then we're going to set it aside until our chicken is done brining in the fridge. After the chicken has had some time to dry brine, you'll see some moisture on the surface of the skin. We're going to pat that dry with some paper towels and then let the chicken sit out for at least 30 minutes so it can come up to room temp. While the chicken comes up to room temp, preheat your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we're going to take the compound butter and slide it under the skin, pushing it towards the breast and thighs. I like to use one hand to place the butter while the other hand holds the skin in place so the butter doesn't slip out. Then we're going to place lemon slices under the skin. I like to place 2 lemon slices per breast and 1 slice for each thigh. Now we're going to tuck in the wings by pushing them behind the breast. This is going to prevent the wing tips from burning, allowing for a more even cook. Before the chicken goes in, brush the skin with a neutral oil like vegetable oil. This helps it get even crispier when we put it in the oven. A spatchcock chicken cooks at about 10 minutes per pound, so the 6-pounder will take about an hour. However, if you decide to cook your chicken whole, it's going to take about 15 minutes per pound. Place the chicken on a wire rack over an aluminum wrapped sheet tray and place it on the middle rack of the oven. Wrapping the tray in aluminum foil is going to save you a ton of time cleaning the pan later on. After an hour, we're going to remove our chicken from the oven and let it rest for at least 5 minutes. Check the thickest part of the breast with a thermometer, and if it's around 160, you're good. The carry-over cooking will bring it to the perfect 165 without overcooking the chicken. That's why it's crucial to let your chicken rest for at least 5 minutes after you take it out of the oven. And just look at those juices run after I take out the thermometer. Now it's time to carve. First, remove the leg quarters by slicing between the thigh and the breast. Next, for the wings, make a shallow cut where they connect to the breast, pop the joint out, and slice through. Finally, for the breast, run your knife along the center, following the rib cage, and slice it off. There's plenty of meat left on the carcass, so I like to save it to make a quick chicken soup, or you can take the meat off the bone to make an easy chicken pasta. And now you have an easy to serve, fully carved, roasted chicken. Now it's time for the best part. Let's taste it. I'm going to take a piece from the breast to show you how juicy it is. And before you go to serve it, don't forget to remove those lemon slices. A properly roasted chicken should be a waterfall of juice just like this. And don't forget to save those pan drippings. Pour it over the chicken and use it as a sauce. I also love to dip some crusty bread in it. It came out perfectly crispy, juicy, and packed with flavor. If you give this recipe a try, let me know how it came out in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's recipe, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one!